It's me. It's your Casham friend. It's your old friend. This is all the mod design. I think this is it. I think we finally made it to the end. I know I got to make this star, but I don't know that I got it in me. I was supposed to get this shit done over the weekend, but I also have to do adulting stuff too. I don't have time to just sit here and play it. I don't have, the luxury to just sit here and speed run through things. I don't have that kind of time. Because I have to be a father and a single father, and then I have to work full time, work 40, 50 hours a week, and then still be home and do all that interacting with them and all that stuff on the outside. I'll see if my kid wants to come on and play for a bit, and then they can go through and set this up. I am so close to being done with this here. Yeah, this is just where you put the suits on and you check for holes. That's why it's so bright over there. And you can't go backwards. This door, if you right click on it, it has to have a pressure plate or something to open it. I know I can just break it anyway. This right here is going to create a whole bunch of steam, and it's going to shove it into this, and this is going to create a whole bunch of power. I don't know why, because I really don't need it to do any of that. Honestly, I could just stick this into a steamy trash can, and it would work just as good. Just shit it right into a trash can and just have made a tiny one, because I really don't need it to do anything. I don't need the power from it. I've got what, 1.5 to 2 million FE a tick already. I don't need more power. And then we got to set up this part right here is what I need help with. I don't have time for it. I really don't, and I don't have the patience for it. I get so mad that I can't stand it because it's not fun anymore. But I want to get to this right here. I want to get done. I want to be done with it here. I mean, this stuff over here is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I can do it. We can figure out the bees and stuff like that. That's fun, and I can do a little bit here and a little bit there. But this stuff here, I spent an entire day putting all this stuff together, putting all this together, getting all these built, building all the machines to make all the things, to make all the things, to make all the things. You know damn well what I mean. Plus tunnel all this out, build it all in here. I know it's not that hard to tunnel it out with a builder. That's not my point. My point is I spent an entire day doing that. And I shouldn't have. I should have just done like one of these speed runs and just slapped the shit down, threw it together, and been like, that's good enough. I'll build a cute wall around it and call it decorated. Because it's better than just a big fat square under the ground, because that's all it looks like right now. Just a big old ugly ass square. So I should have just sat it down out here on the ground and built and did a decorative piece around it. Instead, it's not. It's just this ugly wall here. Just a big square room. And that's fine that it is. It doesn't really matter. The point is if I can't get that done by this weekend, I'm just going to play something else. I don't want to do that big epic endgame sword because I'm tired. I don't want to do the God versus devil debate with you. And I don't want to talk about how Christians will shove their faith and their God into your face while you're shoving it down into my face with the anti-religion and the devil and shit like that. If you don't believe me, everything that says is to do with the devil is in this fucking pack. You've got your witchery, you've got your blood magic, you've got your satanic rituals on the floor, you've got, name it. You're doing these weird, I mean, it's fun for some of you, I get it. I don't believe it actually has anything to do with the actual, in the real world, God and the devil. But I don't think we need to bring it into the game either, do we? I don't believe we need that. I don't think we need to add one into or the other in here. It's just like school. That's where you go learn how to do math. You learn how to read better. You understand what a verb is. You understand that, hey, you probably shouldn't mix those two things together. It'll create mustard gas, but those are two chemicals you can find in the home. You know, little things like that. Had to do things that are a little bit more complicating than your parents have time to teach you at home. You know, they can teach you your ABCs and this is red, good job. But when it gets into it, and they're like, oh, did you know that, and you start getting on all this scientific stuff, and it's just epic and awesome. Okay, that stuff needs to be in school. We don't have time to also sit down and talk about God and the devil and good versus evil and all this stuff. So that's why I'm saying I don't believe that that's what this is. It gives me an uneasy, queasy feeling, and I don't know why. I just don't like it. I'm just not okay with it, is my point. And that's fine. That's for some people. They're just like, oh, I don't care. I don't even think about any of that stuff. It's not real to me. It has no meaning to it, and that's really good. I'm glad it has no meaning to you. I just like having the giant nipples in the doorway there. Sex sells. Anyway, but all this stuff here, I have enough power to make these things here. I just remember to toss them in. I only got to do 13 more of them, and I'm good. Maybe I'll do an extra one for fun. I don't know. I've only got to do a few things of those. That's just kind of a here and there type of a thing. I don't know of anything that's really complex that I have left, is my point. I want to at least try to get the star built for you guys, because you're kind of been waiting, and it's been a build up, and I'll get it done. I guess I have to have more than 3 of those. Okay. I got to have a couple of those. That's better. Okay, so there's a couple things in here that's still going to take a hot minute to get through. I've got to get to these pieces here. That's okay. I'll see if somebody can help me take a minute to get those set up downstairs. I know I can do it, but I'm not the only one on the server. So maybe Rice will throw those together. I don't know if she knows how. If she doesn't, then I'll try to set that up tonight or something. But my problem is I only have like an hour or 2 in the morning. So I'll play it for an hour after work. I'll play for an hour in the morning, and then I'll throw a video together with that footage. And then that's my extra time. You still got dinner prep, showering, 8 hours of work, giving dogs loves, feeding dogs, stuff like that. I mean, I can't just sit here for 8 hours after I sit here for 8 hours working. So you can't do your full-time job plus do this full-time. I get critiqued too much at work to do anything even close to that. Once in a while, it's a really, really slow day on a really, really slow day, and we're right at the end of the shift for the week, and I'll have the ability to actually take my 15-minute break, 20-minute break. It's just a 15-minute break, and then I'm good, and that's fantastic. And I'm not the only one that has to do that has to push that hard and work that hard. We're trying to reimagine and reinvent the company. So we all have to go a little bit above and beyond, even though we're told in our review that we're just doing, basically showing up and working. I never went above and beyond, even though I was doing a job above my pay level for less pay, but God forbid it saying I went above and beyond. Yeah. Anyway, Dragon Souls, stuff like that. There's a couple of things we have to go in here. I think we can already make this for the most part. I don't even know if we have the heads things from there. But most of this we already have. We're ready. We're good to go on here. This right here is going to be a little bit complex, and that's what I want to do a video on that and make the singularity if I don't already have the singularity. Some people like to put those in the game for drops in dungeons and stuff, but I didn't figure that these guys would. So we got to make the matter condenser. I don't have that stuff set up, but we could do that pretty easily. I don't have any of this yet, but I'm trying to get some of this so I can get some of that. So we can get a few things set up here. So we need to get some of these. Okay, we can do that in the water. So we should be able to do that in the water. I charged up a couple of these for fun. We have this here. We should be able to charge that with that. I don't think I have. Yeah, I had that in here for a while, I think. But we can get a few things charged, get a few things done up like that. I can do that. I need to find that extra couple hours to get, because I don't ever do it. It's going to take a while. It's not that it's overly complicated. People that have been doing this and have set this thing up 30 or 40 times, they could probably just be like, oh, you just set your coal here, and then you pipe out into this machine, and then you got to have this machine here, and then, okay, oh yeah, that's right, this machine here. And then they can do the next one and the next one, or make it even easier than that. And I get they could probably set that up in an hour. I can't. I have to sit here and watch a video on how to do that. I don't ever do Mekanism, and I've never done Mekanism because most people don't gate the end of the mod pack behind one mod to that heavy to where I have to play that one mod beginning to end. And it's okay that they did. I mean, shit, you gotta have something to get that reward at the end. You can't just pick up the cookie and be like, oh, but I walked all the way to the kitchen. It's so rewarding. No, blood, sweat, and tears, baby. So this is why I don't, because this is just a little tiny baby one. I didn't even set this up complex or to go max all out with it. This is max that this can do, 81.50 KFE, which I wish it would just show million instead of KFE. This is what it's technically, yeah, 81,000, something like that. It's not even 100,000 FE a tick. That's complete bullshit. No, that's 800,000 is what that is. And I know it is because if I just turn this to a different color, and well, that, and when we make these right here, when I pop the, ooh, wrong side of the room, fool. When we pop these bad boys in here, and then we get sucked the energy out of these till these aren't full anymore. See how it's coming down out of there now? It should be coming down as soon as it's done filling that up, because we're not actually generating that much. There we go. And then once that's down, and then it's got all those other things drained out, all of these are drained out completely. So you've got 31,500 times 5. And then these down here, you've got this one here. But let's look at these first. So you got 227, so I'd say 230 total, because that's 239, 237, 228. So about 230 on average, around 230. Well, let's see what it is naked. 223,000 FE a tick. That's K. So 230,000 times 6, 31,900 times 5. Add those two together, and then on top of that, oh, get over here, add this one in, which is just a baby one. That would be 800,000, I believe, 8 RF a tick, FE a tick, sorry. And this is halfway, ooh, a little more than halfway. So those all together, it's showing, I'd say, well, by the time it's all done, that's probably 1 point something million FE a tick. See if these have drained completely out. Yeah, these are completely drained now. Now that those are completely drained, there's no backup power that's going into this point at all. That's it, 1.6. And it seems to be going down and down and down, but so we'll just say 1.5 million FE a tick is what we're generating. Let's do one more there so we keep pushing it all out, because it's trying to fill up this battery. I'm sure one of these batteries is low. Yeah, this one. As we're sucking the juice out of there pretty fast right now. We're pulling more than we're producing, which is fine. But that's why I say I don't really need that other one. So we'll just say 1.5 million RF a tick is about what we're sitting at. And this is just a baby one. I didn't make a max size out of this. I could get over 1 million, probably at least no, I know I can get over 1 million out of that. I could probably get a couple million out of that. So that's why I say I don't really need this. That's why I didn't set it up. That's why I've never been into it, because I can always do the easier. Oh, I can't go backwards in these. Once you're in here, you're in here. You got to go through the decontamination center here. This will all run down underneath. There's krill, so you can see it's all purified, and it's fresh water down there now. It's actually chemical water, so those things right there are freaks of nature. But then you can come out here, take off your suit, and put your armor back on. I need to set my stands back up out here, because the ones that need to be inspected and placed in here and then checked for holes and stuff like that, we do all the inspections out here. They got the Geiger meter that we come out, you know, and it'll check and like, all right, you're clean. Go ahead and take it off, put your armor back on, and then we take it in here, and this is where we inspect. That's why it's so bright in here. We got to stick it up here and inspect everything. Make sure all the sills are still good. Make sure there's no holes in the suit. We're playing that motif on it, and it seems to be fun. Oh yeah, I can't go back out that way. I keep forgetting that. Once you go in, you got to put that suit on immediately, and then you can go to the other side. Right here, you can come in here, decontamination shower, stuff like that. You can flip a switch, and these lights will change to different variants. You'll be able to see if there's any big spots that are missed. Go ahead and scrub that some more. Come out, check you. You know, do all that fun stuff. That right there, I love that kind of stuff. That is fantastic, and I do that all day. So let's see if I can find the time to get that done as fast as I can. Somebody's got to have an awesome video out there on how to do that stuff. That's just, man, I was missing that, wasn't I? That just fantastico, because I still need to run a bunch of stuff through here. You got to come to its butthole and pull it out its butt. But this right here is fantastic. It's not all that hard. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but not bad at all. You set it up, throw ingots in there, and it shits out other ingots. Everything in the pack seems to be that way. It all seems to mesh together. It doesn't feel like I have to do every... I mean, it feels like I have to touch every mod in here, which is really well designed. I mean, it really is. I just wish I didn't have to go all the way to the end of Mekanism for this. And I feel like I have to do both reactors, both the nuclear reactor and then the reactor from the extreme reactors. I have to go from beginning to end of their entire mod, both of those mods, to get to there. And that I didn't realize it was going to take this much time to do all this, to have this much fun, to be able to go through this and find the bases and clear them all out. There's a lot of work that's gone into this here. And I want to try to get to that star for you. This is just basically my apology video that if I can't get it done by this weekend, I'm just going to be done with it, and we'll just chalk this one up as a defeat. You know, I can't win them all, but I do really, really, really want to push to that and get to that star. I want to hit that little last hump in the road and finish it up for you guys. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and getting through this with me. I'll try to get to that last little bit there and see if we can get that done. I really do want to get that done for you. Not a huge fan of the blood magics. That's why we're not going to do that sword in here. I don't know if Rice would want to get into that stuff or not. I don't want to. But she might. I don't know. We need to put a belly button right here, though. A little belly button. Kind of already got one right there, don't we? Right here. Bam, belly button. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of the show for us here. We did get all the way to this level down here and got all this stuff done here. I don't know. I keep pulling down on that. But everything's done on here. It's been quite an adventure to this point here. So I appreciate all the hanging out and watching with me on this stuff here. I'm not using juice really for anything. I don't think it's sucked these completely dry yet. Yeah, that's why I say I don't really need any more power generation than we're already doing here, because I'm not just doing these one after another in here. Just kind of let them go through as we do. Yeah, I've already got 16 of those. I don't even know how many. How many did we need here? A whole bunch? Yeah, not that many. We're not too far from that. A few more and we're good. So just here and there. It's the other stuff in here that we're kind of lackluster on. I do already have these in here, though. No, I just need to turn those into awakened. And we already have the backpack ready for that. To go on that. And then this backpack for my other stuff. Keeping them all separated. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate all the views. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.